Good morning, Aquarius. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, October 1st, and this is the reading for Aquarius. I'm Kat. Welcome to Tarot with Kat. So we are here on Wednesday morning, October 1st. My new YouTube channel has only been open for 1 month. Thank you for checking us out. I do tarot readings every Monday for all the fire and earth signs and every Wednesday for all the air and water signs. For now, really hoping to build up my subscribership, build up my channel. So if you enjoy this, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. All right, Aquarius. So let's talk about what's going on with you this first week of October. September was wild. Lots of pulls, lots of shifts, lots of major life shifts, lots of big things happening, lots of tower moments and just major changes that have generational type changes, things that only happen once a generation kind of stuff, eclipses and all kinds of things. And so now this first week of October, what is happening with Aquarius astrologically speaking? So as far as Saturn's influence right now with you, as far as your idea incubation, Aquarius, is going to be, you're going to need to ground your visions, those ideas you have in your visions, with structure. With some structure this week is what the planets are telling you. You're going to be balancing caution versus boldness. So on the one hand, you might be playing it too safe, might stall you, but on the other hand, rushing in could lead to missteps. And so you want to take a very measured, very steady push is what's going to serve you better. Just try to take that middle road, and that's going to be your balancing act that you're doing this week, Aquarius. So you're also going to feel a push for more clarity, I think, with Mercury entering Scorpio. Might bring in deeper conversations and shifts in how you relate to mentors and teams or groups that you work with. So those are some pulls that you might be feeling. So my tip would be to focus on one or two key projects, stabilize their foundation instead of like spreading yourself thin all over the place. And and just play it slow and steady this week is what planetarily, astrologically things are saying. So now let's find out what the tarot says, shall we? So this is the tarot reading for Aquarius for the week of October 1st through October 7th. All right. So I'm using a Centennial Smith-Waite deck here. If you click the little down below this video where it has description and it has a little few words and then it says more ... If you click that, it will open up the whole box for the description, where I've put quite a few things in there, including links to the decks I use, as well as related scripture. I do add related scripture for each of my tarot readings that this relates to. And there we are, Aquarius. You are this Seven of Wands here coming up for you, Aquarius. So that's what's coming up for you this week. Kind of jives with what I was just saying. Crossing is your obstacle, your awareness, or your challenge this week is this Fool card. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's you. That's yourself, the Fool. It always is. Whenever this shows up in a reading, it represents us, you, me. We are all the Fool. Down here in your tool chest, what you're bringing with you as part of you is this Two of Wands. This travel card, this maybe just having had to move, maybe had to move a lot, had to make some choices about where to be. And so you're coming out of that, Aquarius, as part of what's become part of you is, well, we'll get deeper into this after I lay out our Celtic crosshair. In your immediate past, Aquarius, in September, we got this Three of Coins, Pentacles coming up. Crowning you in your crowning area here, beautiful is the Sun. That's a gorgeous card. Maybe my favorite card in the tarot. Maybe. And then immediate future, the world, the Wheel of Fortune in your immediate future. Wow. Fool, Sun, Oh, wow. Look at that. And Wheel of Fortune. Okay, cool. Awesome. This is making so much sense for you, Aquarius. Okay, down here in your environment this week, you, Aquarius, are feeling like the Queen of Cups. Yep. Toes in the water. Very intuitive, very in tune with your creativity. You're feeling that. Trying to balance it all out. Your environment is... What a powerful reading, Aquarius. Your environment's giving you the Justice card. That's perfect. This is so perfect. In your hopes and fears section here, we've got a Knight of Cups coming in. And then at the final outcome is more swords. We've got the Five of Swords. Like I said, being very mindful of your... Okay. All right. It's kind of like the planets called it. All right, so now we're going to pull a confirmation clarification card from this. This is my holographic Rider Waite deck. And I like to pull a confirmation card, which we'll save and we'll keep hidden until the very end of the reading, Aquarius. And if any time during this reading you have a feeling you think you might know what that card might be or be about or be advising, just drop that down in the comment section, okay? All right, so this week, Aquarius, the first week in October, you're being presented by the Seven of Wands card here. So, Seven of Wands, 7 is associated with the Chariot, so that's the card of pressing onward, pressing forward, keeping fighting, continuing fighting. So 7 of Wands, you're continuing to kind of battle and having to do all these tasks and jobs. It's not really battling. It's not battling like swords, battling like legal battles and stuff. This is more like tasks and jobs that must be done. And they're also coming at you, feel like you're coming at you from all different directions. Maybe you can't see where they're all coming from, but you are above it all and you're just kind of dealing with all these, things. Is how you're feeling this, going to be feeling this first week in your environment, Aquarius. You're being crossed by this Fool card. You are the Fool, of course. So you're feeling, you want to be this Fool. You have this sun in your crown. You've got something beautiful that you're working on developing, and you're stepping out of this Three of Pentacles. So you're very obviously working on something, and you have some beautiful brand new opportunity, new thing, which is very exciting to you with this Wheel of Fortune here. So crossing you is your challenge of your awareness is the Fool, and you want to be this beautiful, optimistic. This is complete leap of faith, happy-go-lucky, not a care in the world, about to step into the unknown, is the Fool card. And that's crossing you when you actually are this week this Seven of Wands, battling everything down. And I think that exemplifies this push-pull that you're feeling. I think I said a balance of caution versus boldness, and just, this is, the Fool is boldness, leaping into the unknown. And this is like having to, so that's what's crossing you, is that exact feeling of having to do that. And trying to seek that clarity that you need when you're actually feeling like you just want to be the Fool. And I get that. So you're coming in, you're bringing with you down here in your subconscious tool shed, what is as part of you that you're bringing to this situation, is a Two of Wands, which symbolizes twos are always a fork in the road. It's always having to make decisions about things, about what, in this case, it's decisions about what passions to pursue. So you've been making, you've decided, you've been looking out, you've looked and you've chosen the path, and you made some decisions about what passions you want to follow. And so you have been in your recent past. You have this Three of Pentacles. This is the apprenticeship card. You're working on honing whatever this thing is that you're new and excited about, and you're getting better. You're being observed. You're not quite there yet. You're feeling kind of judged. Which is, the stage of the game that you're at, but that's okay. You got to hang in there. It's a necessary stage that we go through. That's in your immediate past, Aquarius. So crowning you as in your ideal up here is the Sun card, which is It's beautiful. It's happiness. It's happiness in action. So it's our 19th major arcana when we're almost to the end of the Fool's journey and you've accomplished so much. So you're feeling very triumphant. The horse signifies purity. The sun is happiness. Red signifies action, and it's this cape blowing in the wind. The child is leaping on the horse. So it's not like the Nine of Cups where he's sitting there and just enjoying now what he has, or you know, it's not a nine. It's just happiness in action, and that's you. That's in your ideal. You're like, I want to do this thing. It's really feeling fulfilling for me, and I am putting this into action, and it's glorious, and it's going to be fabulous. You're stepping into a Wheel of Fortune. Some mysterious, I mean, you can't go get better with the Fool than the Wheel of Fortune. Halfway through his journey, he's learned all this stuff, and then he meets this spinning wheel, and life just throws him for a loop, and you know, this is starting something brand new, unexpected, or something very unexpected coming your way. I mean, this is what happens to us in life, you know. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans or something like that, I think the saying goes. So you're stepping right into a Wheel of Fortune situation. So I think you are looking at doing something completely new, completely different. You in your environment this week are going to be feeling a Queen of Cups energy, you know, whether you're male or female. You're going to be feeling very creative, intuitive, in touch with your emotions, in touch with your intuition. This week is how you're going to be feeling, and you're going to be tuning into that. The environment around you is going to be giving you some justice. So this is, interestingly, right? It comes right after the Wheel of Fortune. So in the Fool's journey, you're the Fool, and you've got this beautiful new idea. You've got the 19th up here right at the top. This is beautiful. I can only imagine what our confirmation card might be. But anyway, halfway through, you get this Wheel of Fortune, this spin of luck and a whole new change of course and everything. And then right after the Wheel of Fortune, he encounters the Justice card, because that's a time when this happens, when these upheavals happen in our life, and September was a month of that, it requires you to look at the things in your life and judge them and ditch some, keep these, and that is how we level up, and that's how we excel. So that is what your environment is handing you right now this week, is that time to do that. And I think the advice was to there's going to be a push for clarity through Mercury. You need to just really focus your energy in those one or two places, and I think drop away the stuff that's not helping and serving. That's administering that justice in your life, in your environment this week. So in your hopes and fears, you've got a Knight of Cups. So maybe hoping for an offer. I think hoping for an offer of some sort, a partnership, looking to make a partnership. This is the time to look deeper and think about how you relate to mentors, teams, and groups. So I think you're maybe hoping to make some sweetheart kind of deal or partnership that's going to help grow whatever this cool new thing is that has you, feeling the Fool, even though you're actually, you're feeling the wands, but you want to be stepping off into the unknown. So in our final outcome this week, Aquarius, we've got this 5 of Swords. So this is a card, 5s are always a card of being kind of off balance. And since swords indicate thoughts, communications, they can also be our observations, challenges. This is a card of not having handled all of them well. Like a card of like, I could have handled that better. I could have communicated that better, is what's showing up in your final outcome this week, Aquarius. So you're feeling glorious. I'm excited about this thing, but your final outcome is that 5 of Swords card, which is feeling kind of, yeah, he's got the swords, but the other two got kind of are walking away, and it's not It's not the kind of win you want. It's not a team building kind of a win. And so when I said you're going to have to be mindful of that, I think this confirmation card maybe could have something to do with that, something to do with these swords, more how we think and how we use our words. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was another major arcana along this journey after Justice. Hanged Man comes after Justice. So let's see. I'm curious. Let's see what this is. So we've got more Pentacles. So yeah, so we've got the Seven of Pentacles. You're feeling Seven of Wands. You got Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is harvesting. This thing is starting to work, but you're looking going, we can do better. I can do better. I can grow more. So he's starting to reap. He's starting to see what the thing is that he's been growing. And so I do see things coming along, but I just would be mindful at the end of this week. Again, very mindful of how you're communicating with people in groups, and be mindful of that, and then we'll have a really beautiful outcome, Aquarius. Thank you for being here on Tarot with Kat. I hope to see you back here next week. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. One of these, the Lotus will be to subscribe, and the other one is a cool video to my scariest cards in the tarot for Halloween for the month of October. I hope you check it out. See you guys soon.